Hi, Grandma Hands. This is Vlogmas Day 9. I am trying something different. I told you all how beans are a staple for vegans or plant-based or vegetarians. And a lot of people might question why you say vegan and plant-based. I consider myself plant-based. I do not consider myself vegan. Vegans mean just that. Not only do they not do meat or meat products in food, they don't want it in their vitamins, they don't want it in their clothing, they don't want any part of animal in anything. That's why I do not consider myself a vegan. I consider myself plant-based. So if I happen to use the word vegan, it's because you all associate that word better. Okay, so what am I doing? I am trying to make these are the split chickpeas. Now I tried something different this time, and I'm hoping it works because my belly and beans do not get along. So I'm trying to do something a little bit different this time. And I got the idea out of the Barbara O'Neill book. If you do not know Barbara O'Neill, she is the guru of healing, of natural remedies. See this? Now this is the book you will find on Amazon. But do you see who the author is? This was not written by Barbara O'Neill. This is her work, but this is not her book, okay? So that's what you will find on Amazon. If you want some actual Barbara O'Neill books, you have to go to her website to get them. These are the two that I have, and the recipe, I believe, was in this one. And she also has a third book called The Assassination of Barbara O'Neill. And that's because in her home country of Australia, they once tried to sue her because of, let's say, how her techniques made people feel better, and maybe something that used to bother them don't bother them anymore. So they tried to sue her for the work and the information she was putting out to people. But it was thrown out of court. So that's why she had the book called The Assassination of Barbara O'Neill, because she actually did not get sued. Okay? But back to the beans. Okay, so what I learned in this book by watching her recipe, not only does she soak the beans, because everyone says soak the beans. I soak the beans and they still irritate my belly. And you know, beans is a big staple because we need the protein without not having meat. I've tried the protein powders. There's too many ingredients in it. I really can't do peanuts and nuts because that also irritates my tummy. So I can make a lot of recipes out of beans if I can just use beans the way I want to use beans. So I'm going to try her method this time. I soaked them overnight. Okay, not only does she soak them overnight, she put them on the stove and she let them cook just before they become a boil. She poured that water off, put fresh water on, let that boil. Let that cook right before it starts to boil again. And she pours that off again. So I'm assuming she's pouring all these starches off, which the starch, which turns to sugar, is what really irritates your belly with beans. So she literally pours it off 3 times before adding her spices. And I think she's plant-based as well, so I don't think she would add meat to hers. I'm thinking, now I might be wrong, but that's when you add, if you're going to add meat, that's when you add your meat and spices. Okay, I just have some mushrooms in there. This I've done my 3 waters, and now I'm ready to cook. Now I'm ready to put my spices in. And all this is salt free, so I'm going to put a little bit of real salt in it. I'm going to cut up just a few okras because my stomach don't like these either. So I'm probably just going to put about 3 or 4 in there. I'm making a soup. And then I have some green garlic tops. And so I'm going to put a few of them in there. And then in this pot over here, is it on? Oh, it's not even on. Okay, this pot right here, I'm going to just put some noodles in it. And I know some people just cook the noodles in there, but I want to be able to rinse the water off this as well to get that starch out. And I'm hoping this is very successful because I'm telling you, I can make some recipes out of beans. Maybe not necessarily the split chickpeas, but I have regular chickpeas. And these chickpeas are from Australia. I think these chickpeas are from Australia as well. So I just want to share that with you. Maybe if you also have problems with bean and somebody told you to soak it and that didn't work. Somebody told you to buy the Beano and that didn't work. I am going to try this. I don't know if it's going to work, but I pray it does because the sky is the limit. If boiling this water 3 times, pouring it off, is getting rid of what causes my belly to bloat, then I'm all for it. So just wanted to put that out there for anyone else that needs to know that information. I'm getting ready to get busy and get this soup going, but I'll pray for you, you pray for me, and we'll watch God change things. God bless everybody.